And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. So a moment now to see the story for Julius Randle.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randle out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And, Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Now, here's McDaniels. Randle no good. Here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Randle outside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Edwards kicks to Randle. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Williams against McDaniel. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards can't hit.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. When he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Now, here's McDaniels. Randall outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. That one is no good.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Randall passes to Edwards. Gobert the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Outside Edwards. Gobert against Hartenstein. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered closely. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Brings it from 17 feet out. Edwards got 5 now.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A 35-point game for him in the win against Denver.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Look at Oklahoma City. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Timberwolves. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
I think for Minnesota, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And the first one at the line is good. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Thunder. Both free throws good from Randall. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Now here's Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Can't hit that one. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And it's Dort off the drive. Williams makes it off the glass. Williams has got his 2nd basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Randall. 29 points for him last game against Golden State.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And it's denied. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts. 8 points for him.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Pass to Randall. Edwards, a screen on Williams. Randall from outside. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Williams passes to Caruso. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift them to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. First one falls for him.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randall, defended by Dort. Randall against Dort. Randall is doubled. Here's Gobert, and it's blocked. Fast break, here we go. Williams kicks to Caruso. From downtown, a shot by Williams, no good. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Conley to stop the drought, and the layup is good.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
The Thunder leading by 7. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Inside. McDaniels against Caruso. Ball is with a screen on McDaniels. Lets it go from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley with it. He had 16 points in the win against Golden State.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now here's Caruso. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Caruso. Sinks that one from the post. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Dort wide open. That 3 off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
That one goes. Counting. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now here's Caruso. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for him. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dort. Off target from outside.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Conley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Randall no good. The Thunder leading by 12. Always with the ball. Conley picks him up, and it's slammed in by Williams.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
McDaniels against Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got his third basket of the night right there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now, here's Dort, defended by Alexander Walker. Outside, Dort. Williams for three. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 15. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in at the 2.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
That free throw missing. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Here's Edwards. Alexander Walker on the wing. And stolen by Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. In the corner, Wallace with it from outside the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Edwards. The shot will not fall. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Caruso. And that one is off. The Timberwolves shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Edwards, good.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Five on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Free throw good, Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Reed with a screen on Wallace. Here's Edwards. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Free throw good, Edwards.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Dort. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Blows the alley-oop. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. His last 10 games, he's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Both free throws good for Wiggins. Timberwolves trail by 15. And here is Conley. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Conley with it. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Wallace. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 15. Dort left side. Wallace the pass to Dort. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Gobert. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Gobert.
On the drive, Gobert covers a lot of ground quickly.
Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Wiggins, a screen on DiVincenzo. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. From 11 feet away, again, the Thunder score.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. Yep, it counts. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Now DiVincenzo. Right side, Conley. Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 16. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And the foul called on Casey Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making some changes. Randall comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. The Thunder also changing it up. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Conley. Pass to Randall. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Holmgren. Dort attacking. He gets that one. Dort's got 11 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Now here's Gobert. A 17-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Here's Joe, covered by Conley. Joe passes to Holmgren. Back to Joe. Poked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. They need this, and it's laid in by Randall. 11 points in the game.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. Hartenstein with the screen on McDaniels. Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Dort. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumping.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Here's Williams following the basket by Julius Randle. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Williams.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Randle. 13 points in the game. Gobert with a screen for Randle. Over Holmgren. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randle's got 15.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley against Dort. And finished off by Gobert.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
1:05 left to play in the first half. Here's Joe, still without a basket. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. He's off on the first.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Good on the second free throw. 51 seconds left in the first half. Out to the wing. Randall against Holmgren. Here's McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got himself on the board with 3 there.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
So it's the Thunder now, following the 3 by Minnesota. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Holmgren sets the screen for Hartenstein. Williams with a clean look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Randall. A 3 for DiVincenzo. He made it! He got it!
Big time!
Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder out in front, up by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
I think for Oklahoma City, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Timberwolves.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Conley. That shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. Dort misses. Timberwolves trail by 15. Randle surveying the D. Gobert with the bounce pass. Timberwolves passing it around. Up top, Randle. Defended by Holmgren. Randle is doubled. Shot clock at 3. Edwards, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's now 19 points here for Jalen Williams.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 16. Conley gets the bucket.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism. Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Dort finds Williams. Shoots over McDaniel. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Conley. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 15 rebounds here tonight. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous Alexander's got 14 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Edwards. 18 points for him. Shot left block. And he can't bank that one in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They grabbed their own miss. Hartenstein with the screen on McDaniels. Williams inside, working on McDaniels. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 18. To the inside. Here's Randall, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
It's time for this. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show it to move.
High-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Thunder in fourth.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes are gone. Chalk up 2 there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Inside, knocked loose, stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Down low, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Pass to Randall. Now Edwards. To the middle. Gobert down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards loves it in there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter. Outside Edwards. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 16. Randle outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Dort kicks to Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. Dort with a screen for Caruso. Here he goes. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Dort.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And he makes the first. And so Caruso nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 15. Conley the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 24. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 19 points in the game. Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley surveying the D. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
For your Timberwolves.
Wallace. He's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Second, Jalen Williams.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Now here's Caruso. Can't cash in from close range. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Dort. Pass to Randall. And Reed has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Thunder leading by 11. And here is Williams. He's got 23. Over Randall. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Randall is doubled. Conley against Wallace. Reed with a screen on Wallace. 6 to shoot. Wallace against Conley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Conley's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Williams against Randall. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And that one falls for Williams. Timberwolves trail by 14. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. And here is Clark. Randall outside. Three-pointer. Reed misses. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Randall against Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
For Minnesota, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
No good on the free throw.
And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
And he's good on the second. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Williams. Wallace with the ball. Back to Williams. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Basket good. Williams has got 30.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Hands it from downtown. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night. DiVincenzo's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wallace looking for an opening. Puts up a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Wallace has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Timberwolves trail by 15. Taking a look at the Thunder. Alex Caruso out there with Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Edwards drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Clark. It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
The Thunder leading by 13. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards.
Oh! How about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins, a screen on Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Minnesota making a switch here. Miller's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Clark kicks to Reed. Caruso against Edwards. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Caruso. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Williams against Reed. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closely. Timberwolves trail by 12. Clark left side. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
On three-pointer, Wiggins gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Reed with a screen for Clark. The 10-footer. And the wide-open shot from Reed. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. To the left wing. Reed against Williams. Goes up on the block. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure. And, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor. And he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And that one falls for Reid.
And every season, it seems, Reid takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Thunder also changing it up. Zhang comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Thunder leading by 14. Here's the teardrop. Great positioning on the putback.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
Dort against Edwards. Reid with a screen on Dort. For 3, Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 35.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Down low, it's deflected. It's taken away by Wallace. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Zhang, the pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Pass to Edwards. Now Reid.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Williams.
Here's Conley. Tries a 3 off the inbound. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Out to Wallace. Dort with a screen for Wallace. Takes it inside. Comes up empty down low. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. No good from the wing.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, at just about 85% from the line tonight, which is really excellent, they've looked more and more comfortable as this game has gone on.
Over in the corner, Edwards. To halt the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Dort.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Free throw good, Edwards.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Edwards drops them both. The Thunder leading by 18. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. And they recover it. They get it again to the wing on the left. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Edwards looking it over. There's the drive. Oh!
Goodness. Mercy, mercy me. Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Holmgren with the bounce pass. And Dort gets it to go.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. From past the arc. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Good on the bucket, and it's 9 points for Chet Holmgren.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
I got him.
Conley dishes to McDaniels. Gobert against Hartenstein. Here's Conley. Got a hand on it. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Randall with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Gobert down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall outside. Back to Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
Mike Conley. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Conley's a guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. And Conley drops them both.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Williams kicks to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Outside, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Conley finds Randall. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder lead by 23. Williams a screen on Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again this one. A terrific night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Williams passes to Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
2 shots. Caruso.
The free throw drops for Caruso. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And then for Oklahoma City, Zhang comes in for Williams, and Jones subbed in for Aaron Wiggins. And so Caruso nails both of them. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Miller. Five to shoot. Fires from way outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and